Inside Africa, in association with Zenith Bank.
They are helping to change the modern music scene in Nigeria and beyond.
The DJ scene in Nigeria is obviously male-dominated. Well, almost everything is male-dominated, except childbirth. It's predominantly filled with men. A lot of them are just scared of what potentially a woman could do.
Women with attitude who are taking on a male-dominated industry.
The truth is, a lot of females are coming out now to pursue these careers, and it's really, really encouraging, and it's changing a lot of things, absolutely.
These are Nigeria's female DJs. This is Inside Africa. To make your mark in Nigeria's massively competitive music scene, you need talent, perseverance, and courage. These women have that, and have a little something else on top. With her distinctive mask, DJ Switch is one of Nigeria's most high-profile female performers. She first rose to prominence when she won Africa's first X Factor back in 2013. Switch says she wears the mask because DJing for her is about her love of music, rather than chasing fame. She is happy to take on the men at their own game.
It's predominantly filled with men. A lot of them are just scared, to be honest, of what potentially a woman could do. And I'm being really frank on this issue. There are very few male DJs that they're happy to see you. And to be honest, in my experience, I've only met one here in Nigeria, and I've met a lot outside Nigeria who are just happy. You know, they tell you, wow, what you did is great. I want to learn what you did. Can you show me that? They don't look at the gender. So, for me, if not for the sake of distinguishing, sexes, I don't see a gender in front of that term DJ. It's an art. I'm an artist. And so I'd refer to myself, as a DJ. But for the purpose of making people really see, really appreciate, let me put it that way, appreciate the work that I've put in, I'd say, female DJ.
Brought up in a liberal family, she considered working as a geologist before deciding to follow her heart.
I never had a mentor. If I had a mentor, it probably would have been easier. Had a guy who I'd go to shows with, sort of be like his protege and stuff. But it was difficult for me because I'd go to places, maybe try and pitch myself back then when I was growing. And it's okay, play. And when I do, I kill it, then I start seeing some attitude. So yeah, I've received a lot of, stern looks or side eyes and stuff like that. But I've never let it bother me. Getting into the industry, I just feel it was God's plan. I've worked really hard. I've done it on my own.
While she struggled to find support at the start of her career, her subsequent success has given an even younger generation the confidence to pursue their dreams. DJ Wisey is still a student, but is in no doubt as to what career she wants to pursue.
Anyway, a few years ago, it was looking like it's male-dominated, but right now, the females are taking over, and they're making it. So the scene is just normal. Everybody can make it. Male, female, it's there already.
Softly spoken but feisty, she believes women's time has come.
It's only when you go out there in a crowd and you door people and they'll be like, what is this female doing here? Why can't we get a male DJ? But right now, they are really impressing people. Like the few events we've done so far, they are really proud, and you see them taking pictures and taking your calls and everything.
She performs in clubs and bars throughout Lagos and believes attitudes to female DJs are gradually changing.
It is important because in this Nigeria, they really think females are indispensable. So I think they should come up and do it and show the people that females can actually do something. Like, we can do better than the guys. We can do a lot. I mean, we are good. I see myself, I never knew I could do this initially. So at least we can come out and show them, of course, put interest and be serious about it.
Support for women who want to work in the music industry is coming from all quarters and not just from fellow females. The Sound Sultan is one of Nigeria's most successful musicians.
I love the fact that they're getting all the attention right now.
But he is the first to accept that his motivation isn't completely altruistic.
For me, helping others helps me. And I never want to find myself in a vacuum where I will not be able to impact anybody positively with my knowledge or my experience or anything I've been able to acquire over the years. So whether a female or male artist, I've been able to, by God's grace, impact over the years. And that's what I feel like, that's what keeps me going, because it's like a whole cycle of energy. You emit positive energy into the universe, it kind of keeps you going back, it rejuvenates you, and that's it.
While many Nigerian female DJs are making a lot of noise at home, some have decided that giving themselves a base outside of their country might present them with greater opportunities.
Women are very, very powerful. It's just about unlocking that power. A lot of the times as a woman, you're constricted to what you can do. I had to leave Nigeria to realize my power because of what I've been able to achieve outside Nigeria. A lot of young Nigerians are now taking the same risk.
To copy this tune, press this.
Thinking of banking in Africa? Think Zenith. In today's fast-moving, fast-changing world, you need a financial partner that understands your unique expectations. A bank with presence in major financial centers across the world, with the enabling platform to facilitate seamlessly, whenever, wherever, however. A bank with best-in-class financial solutions from a superb combination of technology and human touch. For easy, fast, and secure banking that creates real value. Turning dreams into reality is now in your hands. People, technology, service. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
There are all kinds of smiles. The I am blessed smile. The caught you smile. The not a care in the world smile. And the wish I were a child smile. Kirloskar, behind a million smiles, silently and reliably.
We follow the news as it happens and where it happens. And then we also take a step back to walk the viewer through the day's news. That's the mission of Hala Garani tonight.
This weekend, go to cnn.com/motorsport for highlights from the German Grand Prix in association with DHL.
Nigeria's growing number of female DJs are making a lot of noise at home and abroad. DJ Switch performs at venues around the globe. They offer her the opportunity to show the world just how good Nigeria's female DJs are.
I've got something to offer. So if I wanted to go for a DMC World Championship, there is no way I'm going to get to any position by just mixing. I need to know how to beat juggle. I need to know how to scratch. All kinds of skills. A lot of us need to do that to get us on the world map.
Passion is what drives performers like DJ Bonnie, a veteran of the scene She believes the era of male dominance might be coming to an end.
It's great to see that we have a lot of girls out there, ladies, females coming out there, and then they are really interested in having to be a DJ. Let me go back to when I remember starting. I was one of the only few female DJs at that time. Just myself and Switch. We didn't have a lot of them. So, you know, all of a sudden, like a year or two after, I'm seeing other female DJs pop up. I'm like, wow, okay, that's good. That's really, really impressive.
Women making their presence felt in the music scene is, she believes, a reflection of how society as a whole is changing.
I feel it's important. We can't always have the guys take over things. I think the world is evolving every day. We're changing. And I believe there's been just too many women out there who just sat behind the curtains to watch things. So I feel right now, all of them coming forward, having to do the things a lot of men do, they've been able to see things and observe it differently. So they want to do things differently from what they have observed from a far distance. That is my own opinion of it.
Other DJs have taken things even further and decided to base themselves out of Nigeria.
Copy this tune, press this.
You know, I'm really proud. I have an all-female African team. And, you know, I think it's great. It's amazing, young females doing what we've been told we can't do. And I really feel like women are very, very powerful. It's just about unlocking that power. And I've been lucky enough, I'm not gonna lie, I had to leave Nigeria to realize my power, because a lot of the times as a woman, you're constricted to what you can do and what you can achieve. But it's so interesting. I do feel like because of what I've been able to achieve outside Nigeria, a lot of young Nigerians are now taking the same risks. And actually, Nigeria is modernizing.
DJ Cuppy is arguably Nigeria's highest profile DJ. The daughter of one of the country's richest business people, she says she wants to use her status to improve the position of women who want to enter the music industry.
I feel like women are really taking things to the next level because of our attention to detail. I will tell you for a fact, I think African women are some of the strongest individuals in the world. We're always at it. You know, we may not get what we want, but our consistency is so commendable. And I feel like that's being reflected in music. We have amazing women around the continent. And I love how in Africa, age, personality, looks is not used against you. And I do feel like the international music industry is a bit hostile.
As part of her mission to extend interest in African-influenced music, Cuppy performs at clubs throughout London.
We are here for an amazing event. It's all about Afrobeat music. I'm super proud of a branded party I've created.
Lovely dress.
Thank you. I think it's going to be a great party. Afrobeats for me is my genre. It's part of my home. Being a proud African, a proud Nigerian, I felt like it was so important to put not just our creativity, but our music on the map. When I was 16 and I came to the UK, I found that I wanted to create an experience for people that was outside the continent, but also grasped aspects of what Africa is about. And Cactus on the Roof is a party that does exactly that. It's all about being a DJ, but taking a further step and showing that it's not just about performing, but also setting up the shows yourself. So I'm 3-in-1. I'm a woman, creating my own party and playing for them as well.
The club nights have a dedicated following, and Cuppy, who was sent to school in the UK as a teenager, seems settled in England's capital. Her company, Red Velvet Music Group, is based in the fashionable Shoreditch area.
I'm a young woman with ambitious plans. I feel like a lot of people that I meet, they're like, you don't seem like you're a DJ, because my education and my heritage is bringing a different spin, you know, on a global DJ's front. So I think I'm just different, and people, sometimes they like something different.
For her, performing is liberating. It allows her for a few fleeting moments to lose herself in the music. That is something she wants the audience to experience as well.
The minute I get in front of my decks, I forget about everything. You know, so for me, it's like an escape. Music is so powerful, and, you know, it's a tool. Like, music heals people, and I feel so lucky because I get to basically make people feel good. As a woman, to be given the responsibility of taking people on a journey, and I want to grow from strength to strength. You know, I love challenges, and for me, I hope that my music is speaking beyond itself and speaking beyond what you hear.
Changes women will bring to the scene, women will spice it up. Women spice everything up, that's a fact. Sex appeal, you know, for the sexy DJs. Just, you know, a different type of performance. I do have to say shout out to the industry now, because I've been to a few events. You see a setup for a male DJ, you see a setup for a female DJ. It shows that, yeah, they're ready to accept the fact that there is a rise for female DJs.
Cuppy has been given some advantages in life and is determined to make the most of the opportunities she has been given.
You know, music for me is a passion, but for whatever reason, it's just, I can't get away from it so much that it's become my profession. You know, and I'm so passionate about it, and what it's allowed me to do is create opportunities within a Nigerian industry that one wouldn't normally find opportunities. As a female DJ coming from Nigeria, I'm in a very unique position.
Cuppy has surrounded herself with some massively talented women. But there are several high-profile men in the Nigerian music industry who mentor females who want to make their mark.
The space is there for the ladies to, you know, to get their, you know, what's due to them. Most times I don't even want to look at female DJs as female. I just see them as DJs because a lot of them, you know, bring it on.
Thinking of banking in Africa? Think Zenith. In today's fast-moving, fast-changing world, you need a financial partner that understands your unique expectations. A bank with presence in major financial centers across the world, with the enabling platform to facilitate seamlessly, whenever, wherever, however. A bank with best-in-class financial solutions from a superb combination of technology and human touch. For easy, fast, and secure banking that creates real value. Turning dreams into reality is now in your hands. People, technology, service. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
There are all kinds of smiles. The everything will be fine smile. The my daddy is the best smile. The not a care in the world smile. And the wish I were a child smile. Kirloska, behind a million smiles, silently and reliably.
In my program, I try to go several layers beneath to dig for understanding and meaning and solutions.
Amanpour on CNN.
Look at Roseanne. Look at her ratings.
President Trump is turning the world of scripted TV upside down. It's all crazy, causing Hollywood to blow up scripts and create shocking headlines. The Trump Show, TV's new reality, Saturday on CNN.
While the music industry in Nigeria, particularly DJing, is still male-dominated, this is changing. A new breed of strong, independent women is emerging. They are hugely popular and technically gifted. For DJ Switch, making sure she is as good as, if not better than other performers, is very important.
How I'm changing people's perspective is trying to make people understand, first of all, that DJing is a craft, it's an art. It's not just mixing music. It's a reproduction of music. If I come to the club or I attend some show, I've got a certain tracks. I've got my song, Penalty Dance, for example. Penalty Dance. I have it on my phone, I have it on my computer. Do that penalty dance. I expect to come to the club and just get a different vibe of the same song. You have a case where you're either beat juggling, you're reproducing the track, you're breaking it down, you're extracting the voice, putting the voice on a totally different beat. But the bottom line is when people come, they're meant to get a different experience. So I'm trying to reintroduce technicality, skill, you know, applying skill and technicality into mixing. So you still enjoy it, it's still on time, but you know, you've gotten a different flavor of the same song.
If you do anyhow, you will see anyhow.
The DJ regarded by many as the most technically accomplished is DJ Nana. She developed a love of music early in life, a love that continues to this day.
My childhood was really crazy, so I needed a getaway, and that was how I discovered music. Every time I was walking on the streets, I heard loud music from saloons and whatnot, and that was actually when I started discovering I love music. I decided I wanted to be a DJ 2009. I was at a party, I was at a carnival, and I saw a DJ up the stage and every other person was down, and it just looked like so much power. Like this was pressing up, controlling everybody down, and I'm like, ooh, that looks interesting. I'd like to be there someday and have crowds, responding to what I'm doing, and I'm controlling them. So that's where I started from in 2009.
Having entered the industry, like a lot of other women, she soon discovered that it was a world where men held many of the top spots.
Absolutely. I mean, everywhere in the world, the entertainment scene is majorly male-dominated.
When a lot of us grow up in Nigeria, we're told, if not how to be housewives, we're told to be doctors and lawyers, and I feel like my brand is speaking of a bit of a rebellion movement where we're saying, you know what, women can do this as well. And I find that despite playing music for a living, I'm so much more than that. I consider myself a global brand and an advocate for Africa, so it's very important that, even though I'm just playing music, I'm representing Africa everywhere I go.
The female DJs are changing the industry by accepting themselves. I mean, I'm of the notion of be in your comfort zone. I'm comfortable being a woman. I want to come across to you as a girl that does this profession. Some girls might want to look in a certain way or come across to you in a certain way because they feel that's how they'll be accepted, or that's the skin they are comfortable in. I mean, I want to believe everybody has alter ego. And this is my alter ego. I'm different when it comes to Nana. And when I assume DJ Nana, I'm somebody else. So I also feel some people who want to be a tomboy because that's their alter ego, because in their head or somewhere in their head, they want to be that person. So they use the DJing to bring out that personality in them. So the truth is, a lot of females are coming out now to pursue these careers, and it's really, really encouraging, and it's changing a lot of things, absolutely.
A major opportunity came her way after she befriended the legendary Nigerian musician Jimmy Jat. His support of DJ Nana, alongside a lot of other female DJs, has helped to shatter many of the stereotypes associated with what many regard as the macho music world.
I think as Africans, I think we've become a bit more liberal. Africans always, we used to have that belief that ladies or girls are not meant to be, that out there in terms of socially, in terms of, okay, a DJ that probably has to go to a nightclub every night. And most mothers wouldn't allow their girls to do that some years back. But right now, I think they're more liberal. They understand that, look, whatever anyone wants to do, I mean, that doesn't define who you are. And people are embracing it.
He says that parents who would at some point have told their daughters to avoid DJing are now actively encouraging them to try.
I'll give you instances. I'm like that same guy that moms can't understand why their girl is hanging with me. Now the same mom comes to you and say, look, my daughter wants to be a DJ. The space is there for the ladies to, to get their, what's due to them. Most times I don't even want to look at female DJs as female. I just see them as DJs because a lot of them, bring it on.
Nana says being endorsed and supported by Jat meant the people treated her differently.
The minute I started rolling with DJ Jimmy Jat and it started seeing a female actually being with the best, because Jimmy Jat was everywhere, or Jimmy Jat is everywhere, and I was going everywhere with him. I made sure I was with him. So I think every other person started, oh, there's somebody with Jimmy Jat, so that means I can actually start stepping out, and it's a good thing. I want to believe that in my own little way, I've been able to make a lot of people step out of their shell and actually pursue what they are passionate about.
Nigeria's female DJs are changing the way the music industry is perceived. They are challenging the norm and are not worried about speaking out.
I like to believe that I am helping to change this you know, male domination, but we have a long way to go. And I think it's not only in music. I often compare myself to a female pilot. You know, DJing and being a pilot are two very male-dominated professions, you know, and I do feel like people don't have a lot of faith, you know, and it is something that we have to constantly fight, you know, not to get cliche, but there is a glass ceiling and a very high one.
I see myself conquering the world, actually. When I come out on stage, everyone knows I'm Africa's #1 DJ, female DJ. Let me throw that in there. I want to be rated with the best DJs in the world. That is my dream. I keep working hard at that.
Inside Africa, in association with Zenith Bank.